Hi, and welcome to the Comeback Champion Summit for 2021. I am one of the speakers. I am a coach. My name is Coach Tonya. I'm the founder of Transformational Coaching Services and the Trauma Recovery Room. And today, I want to break down how you can hack your brain so that you can level up your life and your business and everything else that you have going on that's in your world. So, how do you level up your life? How do you brain hack your mind? I'm going to give you three things that are going to blow your mind. I promise you. You may have heard them or you may have not. I don't know. But the way that I'm going to describe these three things on how you can brain hack your mind is going to blow your mind. So, I hope you have your pen and your paper because I'm going to give you some intellectual stuff that's going to rock your mind and rock your world, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, how do you brain hack your mind to level up your life? So there's three important factors before you can change or transform what it is that you're trying to do. So, the first thing I want to do is, before I get started, I just want to give you a little bit of background about myself and what I do, why I do what I do, and why I'm here today. So, I am, again, the founder of Transformational Coaching Services. So, in that name, you can kind of see what I do. And the founder of the Trauma Recovery Room. So, again, you can just pretty much look at the names and see what I do. So, I help people to transform their minds so that they can see the truth of who they are by overcoming their trauma, stepping into their real true selves, and manifesting the life that they want. So, in order for you to manifest, you have to know how manifestation works. So, today I'm going to give you three things that we're going to talk about. And as I'm talking, I kind of sort of want you to kind of feel me so it can make sense. So, how I got started in my business, I actually went through a transformational period myself. I just recently divorced a narcissistic, abusive person. And I don't know if you're familiar with narcissism, but this guy was pretty bad. He was not good for me at all, but it took me some time to figure it out. Why? Because I didn't know the aspects of my mind and how to heal from my pain. So I'm going to talk about that today. And when I talk about it, it may rock your world and it may resonate with you or it may not. Maybe it's for somebody that you know. I don't know. So hopefully I can help you today. But in my journey of trying to fix him or fix the broken relationship, I actually found out quite a few things about myself that shook my world. So I learned about narcissism, I learned about empaths, and I learned about how to transform the mind. Since I was a kid, I've always been interested in the brain and how it works. You see, I grew up in a very sort of kind of toxic family. It wasn't physically toxic, but it was more so emotionally toxic. And because of those toxic emotions, as a child, I grew up as an adult, believing and receiving those false thoughts and those false messages. And I'm going to talk about that later. So, because I wanted to know just a little bit more about myself, because I was tired of not knowing what the problem was. And because I didn't know what the problem was, I definitely could not figure out the solution. So, let me tell you, on my journey of trying to fix him, fix the marriage, I figured out how to fix myself. So I figured out, because I had these childhood wounds, I was attracting certain kind of people in my life. Now, this narcissist that I just recently divorced, he wasn't the first toxic person, but he was definitely the worst of them all. And because he was the worst, it was time for me to wake up. I had gone through a spiritual awakening. I had gone through the dark night of the soul, and I was trying to figure out how I can get out of this life. It was a journey, a real journey. But I knew that I was a champion. I knew that I had a purpose, and I knew that there was something for me to do. So I began researching, finding out many things like how the mind works. I discovered that the mind actually has 4 parts that we can discern, that we can master, and that we can use to brain hack the mind so that we can level up our lives. Now, of those 4 parts, I only knew about 2, which was the subconscious and the conscious. Let me break down a little bit more about that so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So guess what? The mind has 4 parts. 4 parts that operate together, and when you can master all of them, then you've gotten to the point where you can manifest anything in your life. You can up-level anything in your life, and you can be free from emotional pain, free from all of the things that keep you locked away from living your true self. So let me see. I learned about the unconscious mind. This is where our mind sets. So if you heard about mindset, so if you hear about a mindset coach, which I am a mindset coach, but you hear about mindset coaches or working your mind or fixing your mind or changing the mindset. How does the mindset develop? When you find out how it develops, which is from childhood trauma, and a lot of people want to escape from that. And when you escape from the truth of who you are, you never find where you should go or what you should do with who you are. So when I was a kid, I was taught to believe that I had to wait for everything, that I wasn't good enough, that I couldn't do it, or that I needed help, or it was always something of a belief system where I just wasn't worthy. You know, sometimes we feel like we're not worthy in certain areas of our lives, but that's not true. But because we experience those childhood traumas, it makes us believe that they're true. So when I was a kid, I remember a time when my parents, we were going shopping, and my dad had gotten this credit card, and because he got this credit card, all of us, it was me and 2 of my sisters. My mom had 13 kids, but I only grew up with 2, so it was 3 of us. So my mom and dad went shopping. They went shopping. Well, we all went together, but they got their stuff. When it got to me, guess what happened? The credit card was declined. That ruined my life. Believe it or not, at that very moment, I was taught to put my life on hold. And in my unconscious mindset, because my mom told me, oh, we'll get you next time. Next time never came. So instead of her taking some of their things back and making sure that I got something too, she didn't do that. So my mind got stuck on the belief that I had to wait and that I was no good, that I wasn't worthy. So in my unconscious mindset, which is the first part of the mind, I started to see these pictures and see this false thought. That false thought turned into a belief system, because between the ages of 0 and 7 or 8, we see images and we get messages that we tend to think are true because we don't have anything else to dispute it. And as we get older, that thought turns into a belief, and that belief is in our subconscious mind. Now, the unconscious mind tells the subconscious mind what to do. And when the subconscious mind sees something or knows something or it has a mission to fulfill, it's going to fulfill it whether you like it or not. And in that subconscious mind is where we get that belief system. And in the belief system is where in our bodies we carry energy, and that energy resonates with the laws of the universe. And I'll talk about that in a minute briefly. But the energy that we have in our bodies from the belief systems that we have in our subconscious minds carries into the universe. And whatever that is what we manifest. Now, the third part is the conscious part of the mind. This is where we're able to see things and we know what's going on, but we really don't know what's going on. Like you could have a business and you want to pursue it and you want to do things, but you're scared. You don't know why you're scared. Your conscious mind knows that you're scared, but the subconscious mind is holding it back. The subconscious mind tells the conscious mind what to do. So now you have the unconscious mind who's been wounded with these false thoughts, no evidence to dispute it. It turns into a belief system in your subconscious mind. Now it's the way you live and it's how you feel about things and the way you see yourself. In the conscious mind, you're living it up, living it out, don't know why. It is what it is. That's what you say. This is how I am. I do this because I do this. No, it's because there's a reason. And because there's a reason, you do it, but you don't know why. So before we get to that fourth part, so we've talked about the unconscious mind, we talked about the subconscious mind, and we've talked about the conscious mind. Now, before we get to the fourth part, which is the superconscious mind, let's talk about the 12 laws of the universe. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm going to talk about the favorite one that everybody knows, which is the law of attraction. There are 12 laws. You've got the law of attraction. You've got the law of gender. You've got the law of reciprocity. All of these laws work together with the universe to help you to manifest whatever it is that's in your dreams for you to manifest. Because as your birthright, beloved, it's yours to have. You have a birthright to have blessings, to have manifestations like you want them, and to be free, to be happy, and to love yourself. But you can't do that if you have wounds that you haven't healed. So in order to brain hack your mind, you've got to get deep into what it is that's your power, a resource of yours, which is understanding the mind and those laws of the universe. But of course, like I said, I'm just going to talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction states that you attract or bring to you, things come to you based off of the energy that you're feeling. Now remember, the subconscious mind carries that energy. So if your subconscious mind is carrying energy of negativity, of energy that you can't do it or that you're not good enough because of something that happened to you that was never rectified, then guess what? The universe is going to match you. It's going to match you with the manifestation of you're not good enough. So your experiences in your life are always going to reflect that you're not good enough because that's your belief. In order to change your belief, you have to rewrite your story. When you rewrite your story, which is number 2. So first you're going to understand your resourceful power, which is understanding the mindset, how it works, the 4 parts, and understanding the laws of attraction. And again, we're only going to focus on understanding the 12 laws of the universe, but we're only going to focus on the law of attraction. Because the law of attraction is the favorite, and it's the favorite for a reason, because it kind of covers all of the rest of them, because it's all about energy. Did you know the universe operates off of energy? Everything that we can think of was manifested off of a thought. Our thoughts create our reality. And our reality is based off of the level of thinking and feelings and beliefs that we have inside of us. So whatever it is that's in your subconscious mind is what's going to be manifested to you. Because again, the law of attraction states whatever that energy is that's coming from you, it's going to sit into the universe and it's going to match what you're requesting. Because the universe is at your command. Whatever it is that you say you can do it. It's going to come to you. Whatever it is that you put your best foot forward, it's going to come to you. But you have to understand how you can brain hack that process So by healing from your pain, rewriting your story, understanding everything that happened to you, and understanding why is key. So when you rewrite your story, which is number 2, rewrite your story. How do you rewrite your story? You're going to dig deep into your psyche. You're going to tap into all of those dark parts of your life. And you're going to figure out where the root cause of all of your pain is. Because when you figure out that root cause, you figure out the solutions to your problems. Because every dark place deserves a flashing light. And guess what's your flashing light? Brain hacking your mind so that you can level up your life. You deserve to be at that top space, and it's yours to have. But all you got to do is understand the 4 parts of the mind, the 12 laws of the universe first. Then you want to understand telling your truth. It's hard to tell the truth, I know, especially when it's hard to face it. And I know when we face our truths by rewriting our story, which means that we've tapped into what actually happened to us. I have something that I call my inner child healing and reparenting sessions. And with those, we tap into those resources of the mind. So we take you back to that place of the painful act. So the situation where it took place, say you were 4 years old and your mom called you stupid. Or 7 years old and your mom called you stupid. So we'll take you back to that place where you were 7 years old and your mom called you stupid. And we'll rewrite the story. So instead of mom walking away, whatever it is that she did that caused the trauma after the words, we'll rewrite that story. Because rewriting that story tells your mind another version of a reality. And when your reality says something new, your thoughts say something new. Therefore, your emotions begin to say something new. Your behaviors say something new. Therefore, your outcomes say something new. That's how you rewrite your story. You go back into the place of the pain. You reject what actually happened, and you reinsert what should have happened. And from that, you continue to repeat that story to yourself. Just like you repeated the old story, you'll repeat the new story. Therefore, you'll be telling your brain, no, there's something new that I need to learn. And you're going to be hacking that brain. And then the third thing is you're going to heal those broken parts of yourself. So there are some selves, the love, the self-love, the self-esteem, the self-efficacy, the self-confidence. There are parts of yourself that are broken. So broken that you cannot figure out in the conscious mind how to operate your life how it should be. That's why you're not manifesting, because those parts of yourself that are broken, you need to heal. So the most important part of yourself is self-preservation and self-efficacy. Self-preservation is when you're able to put yourself first, because you know that in order for you to survive and help anybody else, you got to help yourself. And self-efficacy is knowing that you are effective in this world. So when you rewrite your story, understand your power, heal those broken parts of yourself, beloved, you've hacked your mind. That last part of the mind is the super conscious. And that's when you've understood the 12 laws of the universe. You've understood how the mind works, and you've healed from those broken parts. When you've done that, the superconscious mind has mastered how to operate, and therefore you are able to function at your fullest capacity. Now look, it's not easy going through this process. I know, but it is possible. So if you can understand the parts of your mind, understand your superpowers, understand how you can achieve what it is that you were designed to achieve. And if you can rewrite your story to tell the true version of who you are and heal from those broken parts, beloved, you have reconditioned yourself to believe in a new you, which means you have hacked your mind so that now you can level up your life. My name is Coach Tonya, and I'm the founder of Transformational Coaching Services again and the Trauma Recovery Room. And I am excited to be one of the speakers at the Comeback Champion Summit for 2021. If you want to reach me, you can. You can email me at CoachTonya2020@gmail.com, or you can go on my website at www.coachingbytonya.com. You can also follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Coach Tonya's Tribe. And I am so wonderfully humbled and grateful to be here. And I hope that I've helped you to understand how you can hack your mind so that you can level up your life. Have a good day, and I hope to see you in the near future. Bye.